Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Monday and today's map I am really excited about. So excited. You can't believe how excited I was when I saw it suddenly appear on the workshop. So yes, that's something to really build ourselves up for today. There's plenty of stuff going on my channel as well. Obviously, yesterday we had the Asset World, latest update of that, where we take all of the assets from last week, plus all of the assets from just over a year ago, and use them in the city build in Merrickstowe. So that's coming along really nicely. Do check that one out. Also, we've got coming soon, I need to start working on this one, the Viewer's Choice Top 10 for October. So be prepared for that one sometime this week. That is coming soon also. What else have we got? Well, yesterday morning, live on YouTube, we had, well, not really live, but recorded onto YouTube, we have the Steam weekly chart show, the top 20 assets and mods and such for last week. And alongside that, also, start of the month, therefore, we have the Steam monthly map chart show with the top 20 maps available on the workshop today. Always worth checking these ones out and going back as well into the playlist because, you know, you might miss something really, really good. Okay, right, get that finger waggling because it's about time for your daily reminder. Yes, hitting that like button really does help to support the channel, so thank you very much for everything that you do for me. Right, are you sitting comfortably? Because this is a comfortable one. This is a cosy one. It's the return of Scotland Tom. It's Flatrock Valley. Ah, Scotland Tom. I'm guessing his name is Tom and he's from Scotland. I could be completely wrong though with that one. And there is your start square, and that looks perfectly fine to me, including a custom built intersection there. And then what have we got? Resources. Resources look a bit messy, but very workable. I like them. Let's not grumble about them. They're very good. And off to the workshop. What do we need from the workshop? Well, there's 4 trees, all from Mr. Mason. Those are required. But then on top of that, if you want things to look just right, there's the theme mixer, relight and ultimate eye candy, plus a whole bunch of themes to subscribe to as well. You don't really need them, but if you want it to look exactly like you see today, in today's show, you would like to have them. Right, we'll start, get it out of the way, let's get it out of the way, right. There's some glitching between the roads, alright, nobody cares, but if I don't mention it, people that I've mentioned it about before in the past will say, oi, you favouritism, Scotland Tom, you were glad to see him back, you didn't mention the glitching between the roads, so I've said it, it's out of the way, it's done now. Everything else is fine with the glitching, it's fine. Okay, right, Scotland Tom. Now, Scotland Tom was the first creator that I came across on the workshop where I saw one of their maps and went, oh, so the maps don't have to be rubbish then. The first decent creator I came across. Things like, was it Cooper Creek or Copper Creek, isn't it? Copper Creek. I think Copper Creek was one of the very first maps that I reviewed on the new star rating system. And it got 13. 13, a 4, a 4 and a 5. Let's see if Flatrock Valley can get somewhere near that. Well, so far there's not really too much to talk about. You can make out the terrain quite comfortably. And then as we come around the corner here, we've got the bridge. The bridge. The bridge is fine, okay? The bridge is absolutely lovely. Everything's very smooth, nicely pushed together there. And I just like the height. The height's good as well. I just like everything about that one. There's not really much to say about it. It's almost an invisible bridge. The sort of bridge where you just like, you need to not notice it. Oh, hang on a second, look at these manhole covers. I advise not lifting those. You don't want to drop through there, do you? maybe there's a within bridge tunnel, possibly. That's not Tom's fault. It's not. I just thought it was funny. Okay, here's your start square intersection. Perfectly fine. Everything's really tidy and pushed together very nicely there. A little bit of a slight moan about this, a slight slope on the bridge, on the intersection that goes kind of downhill as it crosses across the intersection there. Barely anything to moan about at all. Basically everything else about this is spot on. Perfection. It's beautiful. Like the way that like the bridge comes across, and how many times will you see somebody drop the highway straight down to the ground, and then we'll have a separate bridge over the rail, and then some like a cloverleaf intersection or something like that. See that so often. Not from Tom. No, Tom, because he's from Scotland, knows quality and has produced some quality there as well. Now we've got a nice sweeping intersection, and look at this, nice shoulders on that. That is good. There's no neckline. That is very tidy indeed. From 3 lanes down to 1 lane. We've got no custom roads here at all. It's really very tidy indeed. And look at that, the traffic flowing beautifully. Now we have traffic going off to the fog that way and to the fog that way. Except for I think we've got the fog switched off. I think the settings say switch the fog off. I'm not sure. But anyway, everything's very good. Okay. And we'll just cruise. It's such a cozy map. It's a really nice, cozy, comfortable. There's no overkill with this map. Everything's very simply done. Everything seems to be well planned and considered. All the bridges are just nice, and in fact virtually everything about this map is invisible, like this. Right, you can barely notice this, right? Okay, did you notice? Look, it went into a bridge, but it didn't go into a bridge. It's like all terrain work. It's just very subtle and very gentle, and very, very tidily done. As we head off towards the fog this way. Right, shall we have a look at the rail? Promising you there's really not much to say about the rail either. We're going to be doing pretty much just like oohing and ahhing about how everything just looks so comfortable and easy and gentle, and just no stress at all, and no major problems. One minor problem to show, but minor is the word, and a lot of you are going to say, well, I don't care, and that's fine, because it really would be fixed with 2 clicks of a terrain tool. 2 clicks, I mean maybe even 1 click of a terrain tool, but it's, I'm trying to review, I'm trying to find things to talk about here, and to be honest with you, there's not really that much to talk about. I mean, we could do this whole review in about 15 seconds. Look, there's a road here, river there, boom, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Coming down here, this is nice down here. We've got the rail, it's sort of like there's some little divots going along here, and we've gone elevated across all of these, like a little water flow there. A little bit of water flow coming down there. It's good terrain work, very nice terrain work. Just got a minor grumble right at the end here, and where we've gone a little bit cutting, we have got some dragon's teeth going on, glitchy dragon's teeth. Like I say, tiny little touch of the smoothing tool there, and that is perfect. I've got to mention it though, because to be honest with you, this is going to be the most boring show in history. Boring in a good way, because when you get a map that's basically faultless, understated, gentle, cozy is a word I think we'll go with today, a little bit like a teapot cover. Anyway, we're about done here. We'll come back and look at the water flow and shipping routes, etc. straight after the asset and theme break. We've got a great asset today and a brand new theme. It's got a very unique look and vibe to it. Okay, you ready? All aboard. Off to Assetville for today's asset. And this one is one of those with the pronunciation fun. The fun that I have. It's the House of the Black Eagle. Litomerice. Litomerice? Okay, completely wrong. If you live in the Czech Republic, I am sorry. By Titan. I do my best, okay? I do my best. This is a lovely building. And what you can't make out, there's a little hole in the middle. And if you were to get right in there with the camera, there are doors in all 4 of these internal, external walls. And it's very tidily done indeed. I can just imagine living in that place or visiting that location. It's a really lovely building, really lovely asset, and what do you expect from Titan? Quality, absolute quality. That'll be going straight into Asset World this coming Sunday. Black House of the Black Eagle, Litomerice, Titan. today's asset of the day. Right, okay, a new theme and LUT combo. The Winichu Basin theme by It's Okay with his very own Winichu Basin colour correction LUT. My only real grumble about this is the pavement colour. Everything else is alright. Some of the textures are a little low resolution, just a little. You won't notice it unless you are quite close in doing screenshots, but for distant shots it's quite an interesting look, this one. Okay, the factoids, because factoids, and we are going to have a look at reds today. Reds all week. Differential gearing had been invented in China before the birth of Christ. And if I understood what that meant, I'd be a mechanic, not a YouTuber. The USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or something like that, was the very first country to legalise abortion. I'm not sure if that means they were ahead of the time or behind the times, but God bless you, USSR. former Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Right, there is no shipping route. Scotland Tom decided that the river wasn't wide or deep enough for shipping routes, so we'll have a look at the water flow. I'm surprised. I think it probably is, especially with the AVO mod if you wish to go down that route. Right, okay, shipping route, water flow. We've got rivers and we have water that flows down them. And if you're new to the show, believe me, this is a rarity. For actually get a map maker that can actually make a river with water that moves correctly from one end to the other. Well done, Scotland Tom. It's great to have you back with your absolutely understated basics done to perfection. Basically, you're kind of like Mr. Miyagi on speed, aren't you? That's what you are. Into the start square, and what we got here is it's pretty flat. It's pretty flat and very, very workable. I mean, just understated again. And the trees, great choice of trees. Of course, there's a great choice of trees, and you can't go wrong with Mr. Maison trees as well. We go away from the start square. We've got some nice, interesting looking ridges, and plenty of areas that you can get into and do some mountain towns and maybe some industrial areas with the new DLC, or just using the basic generic vanilla industries. Be pretty cool. What a great view from up here as well. It just feels real. The whole thing about this just feels so real, and yeah, I've missed you, Tom. You've no idea who I am, but I've missed you. We come over here. This side's a lot flatter. There's definitely a lot more build plane over here, and we've got a hidden valley as well. Look at that down there. How are you going to get down there? That's for you to concern yourself with, not for me. You can get in there. And we've got some islands in the rivers as well. Okay, let's get some voting done. Let's get some voting. Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count, and it'll go towards next month's Viewers' Choice chart. We'll take the best scores from you guys and basically find out what the best maps were. I think this one's got a very good chance of being right in the top 5, if not higher. Right, what do I think though? Okay, aesthetically, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. The theme mix just really works very well indeed for it. And it's good to have you back, Tom. It's not perfect. There's more that could be done, but it's well worth 4 stars. Well worth it. Detailing, can't find anything wrong with it apart from some dragon's teeth. Those dragon's teeth are just enough. If it was just once, but it was twice. If it was once, I might be able to turn a blind eye. It was twice in the same area. I'm going to lose a star for that, but it's as close to 5 stars as you can get for detail. As for gameplay potential, I'm not sure there's anything more Tom could have done. We've got those crocodile teeth to blitz out with 2 clicks of the smoothing tool. That's it. Yeah, I can't not give it 5 stars. It's a brilliant map. Absolutely love it. So, Flatrock Valley by Scotland Tom. Do you know what? The welcome return of Scotland Tom. It's only gone and got you the BonBonB seal of approval. Well done. Glad to have you back. Let's see some more just like that. Thank you. Okay, thanks very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. You can join the BonBon Buddies over on Patreon for just $1 a month and get your name into the December closing credits if you like. That'd be very nice to see you over there. We have got a map with I'll tell you what, very entertaining. Detailing, rubbish. Gameplay, superb. Do check that one out on the screen now. brilliant map. And I will see you again tonight for a bit of map making, and tomorrow for another map in the What to Map series. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome.